Good morning, everyone. This is Gloria with stampwithgloria.com. Did you see the new catalog is coming out soon? If you're a demonstrator, you've had a sneak peek. It's going to be awesome. But there are a couple of sets that are going to still stay in the old catalog, so I thought I would make a couple of cards with it showing you the shaving cream technique. Now, the shaving cream technique has been around for a long time. I just had never demonstrated it before, so I thought you guys might enjoy that today. The sets we're going to use are World of Dreams and Kinda Eclectic. So I'll take them off. So when you're doing the shaving cream technique, I usually just have the foil containers because they're easy to wash out. You can give one to everyone. They're fairly cheap. You can get them at the dollar store for $1. So I just start out with this Noxzema shaving cream. You can get at Walgreens for $1. Literally, it's $1. So it goes a long way. And so when I'm doing a card, I kind of want to think ahead to what I want the card to look like in the end. So I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So I shook up the shaving cream and I'm just going to make a square in the pan, big enough for a card. And then I will take, this is a Pampered Chef scraper. You can use anything flat. You can even use a piece of cardboard. It's totally up to you. And I get the shaving cream just a little bit flatter. Okay, so once that's done, then I pick out my ink colors. And today we're going to use Crushed Curry, Mossy Meadow, Blushing Bride, Wild Wasabi, and Pool Party. Okay, so lots of little different, you know, kind of combinations, but it's just kind of, I don't know, I like the color combo, so that's why I went with it. We're going to make this card. Let me show you this card. So we're going to make this card right here. When I worked this video up, I made several cards, which I'll show you at the end. This shaving cream, you can make 4 or 5 cards off of it immediately. You don't have to re-ink or anything, and you'll get a different look every time. And I'll show you that at the end of the video. But see how the sun is on this side? So if I'm gonna rotate it this way. So everything's in reverse, right? So if I were to put yellow here for a sun, you know, like I'm thinking ahead where I want to stamp things. If I were to put yellow here, then when you flip the card over, the sun's going to be on this side. So we want to make sure that if you want the sun on this side, you do it the opposite in the foam. And this is what I mean. So I'm just going to take and I'm going to put some yellow in for, well, crushed curry in for the sun. And I'm going to brighten it up the horizon with some pink. There we go. I'm going to go across the horizon. Maybe I'll go up here a little bit. That sounds cool. I just love doing this. So I'm making a horizon right now. I'm going to add a little pool party just to make it even more interesting. Just a line of it across the foam. And then we'll mix in our mellow moss and our wasabi on our, not mellow moss, what am I saying? Mossy Meadow. Our wild wasabi on the bottom. Now this looks like a total mess and you're like, oh, what are we going to do here? Well, we're going to take a stylus tool and I'm going to just make circles where my sun's going to be. Maybe pull out, I'm going to get real crafty this time. Real stampy this time. Pull out some rays of the sun. Then here's the morning sunset. See, if you pull it like this, you kind of get that really cool looking thing that they do in your coffee. You can even get hearts. And then I'm going to just whoop, whoop, maybe do a couple of swirls because you never know how it's going to come out on the final pass with the cardstock. And then I usually just go up and down, some swirls and stuff for the grass so that we got some really cool looking grass here. Okay, so there we go. That's all there is to it. You're going to take some ultra smooth cardstock and you just push it right into the color. Don't be shy, it'll be fine. You'll be okay. All right, So you can see it's starting to come through on the cardstock, so you know you've got a really good, oh, that looks like a mess, doesn't it? Ugh. It's like, ugh, we're really gonna make something pretty out of that? We are. So then once it's down, you can take the big and then just sweep it across. Okay, so now we got some really fun looking ground there and a sun. Ooh, this is going to be a really pretty one. If you don't want the streaks there, I kind of like the streaks because it mixes in, but if you don't want the streaks, go slower when you do your pass. Okay, so let me show you the difference there. So we're going to take another one here and we're going to plop it in. Woohoo! Okay, pull it out. Oh, that looks disgusting. Okay, so now we're gonna use the smaller paddle, and this is a Pampered Chef too. You know, you get them with all of your stoneware. I've seen them in other, besides Pampered Chef, I've seen them available. So if you go nice and slow, then you don't get the streaks. So we're not getting the streaks now. Looks pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's finish this one out. Good. So someone asked me, how long does it take to dry? It's almost instantaneous. It's not that long to take it to dry. I mean, you could blot it. It's dry. Moving on. Boom! Look at that. You're like, oh, that's a disgusting mess. What are you going to do with that, Gloria? I'll show you. So I did not want black in the background because for the silhouettes, because I really do not like black. It's just such a harsh look. So I am going to use Mossy Meadow for my silhouettes, but first we're going to put our sun in. So let me put that in right now. Okay, so we've got our sun going on there. Isn't that cool? All right, let's do it on this one. We'll plop our sun in there. Gotta say, it's pretty cool. Okay, so now we got some really cool, eclectic looking sun. I don't know if you guys know the name of my group, but it's Impressionistic Stampers. And I had a contest years and years ago, and the people, they named it, my demonstrators named me Impressionistic Stampers because I was always doing this weird stuff. And so they're like, okay, it can only be Impressionistic Stampers. So that's why they named me what they named me. And that's how my group got their name. Okay, so we put some cool little weeds in there. And let's put the birdies in there. Woohoo! The birdies are in there. We got a little eclectic thing going on there. I love it. Should we finish the other card too? Let's finish it with, I really like this stamp set, so I'm going to put some nice weeds on the bottom here, maybe sneaking up. There we go. I'm going to maybe pull it out just a little bit. So we got some weeds going on. These are pretty intense, pretty eclectic looking. So once you've got everything stamped, then you can decide how you want to make your cards. Now this is a little bit too much for me, so I'd probably cut it down and put a border or something on the cards. I actually like this, so I probably would just finish it off pretty simple, you know, with layering, with a layering technique, and then maybe put a saying down in the corner here or over on this corner. But let me show you what I came up for the other cards. Oh, what am I thinking about? Okay, here's the other card. So this one I had it peeking out of the sunset. And then this one I put a border on because I wasn't real happy with the weeds. So I used a border. This one I used a punch. I got the weeds poking up here. I used the bird punch. I think it was the bird punch for these weeds here. And then here's some other examples of this. So we've got this, and this, and this, and this. So as you see, you can do some really cool things, has some really awesome looks. As always, please go to stampwithgloria.com. You can order everything that I used here today for this project. And the new catalog's coming out. If you would like a new catalog, please email me. I will send you a new catalog. And you have a great day.